When we're collaborating with others in a review process, we may end up having multiple reviews going on at the same time, and it can get a little difficult to keep track of it all. However, the Track Reviews button available here in the Review category within the Comments panel provides a one-stop shop that helps us to manage and keep track of all the reviews that we have going on. If we click here, it's worthwhile to step through the features of the tracker just to ensure you understand the various capabilities that are present within this tool. We can click on any one of our active reviews or forms to bring the status right to the front. In this case, we'll click on Guide Review, which is a shared review that we started in a previous video. Right at the top, we can click the View Comments button, which will take us right to the document that we have in review, and it will show us the Comments panel right here. So we can get immediate access to the document, we can check for new comments, we can add additional comments and publish them back, so a very quick way to get access to the document that's under review. We'll go ahead back to the tracker. If we click on the file location, of course this shows us where on the hard drive our file is, and if we click, it will open up the very same file, just as though we had clicked View Comments. We can see here by the status that this review is still active. We haven't passed the deadline date, nor have we ended the review manually. We do have the ability here to change the deadline. Now, changing the deadline is not something you do in a void. You have to notify the reviewers that you're changing. So if you click on Change Deadline, once it's authenticated with Acrobat.com, it brings up a dialog box that will not only allow you to change the date, but it will automatically send a notification by email to all the reviewers. You can click the link for Review Deadline, and you can change this to any date and time you'd like. We'll push it out by 1 week here. Once you've done that, you can add a message informing the reviewers that you've changed the deadline, explain the reasons, and click Send, and all the reviewers will get a message informing them of the change. Much better than changing without notifying. You also have the ability here to end the review. Once you do, all commenting is terminated at that point. Nobody else will be able to publish comments as part of the collaborative review process. Within the tracker, we also have the ability to simply email all reviewers. This starts a new mail message addressed to everyone in the review list, and you can send any kind of informational message that you'd like. You can add reviewers. When you do, you get the same type of dialog box we saw when we were initiating the review in the first place. In this case, we have the ability to add new names to the list who will be added to the list of reviewers. Additionally, and this is an interesting capability, we have the ability here to start a new review with the same reviewers. If we click on this, we'll need to select an open file or browse to a file on our hard drive. And with the new file, we can actually begin another review, automatically including everyone in the current reviewer list as part of the new review. Finally, at the bottom of the tracker panel here, we see all the reviewers participating in the current review. We see the number of comments that they've contributed, including both new and total comments. When you're finished with your review, you've either passed the deadline or you've ended the review, as we'll do here. You've collected your comments and you're winding things up. You want to clear out what's on Acrobat.com. Simply select this review and come down here to the trash can icon. And this will remove all the files and folders from the tracker and from Acrobat.com at the same time. Again, you may need to validate your credentials when you choose this action, but once you do, it's gone and the system is clean. So there you have the tracker. It's a very useful tool that makes it very easy to keep track of all your reviews and distributed forms. I encourage you to use this as part of your collaborative workflow.